Alright guys, welcome back to another Dokkan battle video. So the news just dropped I want to say an hour ago. An hour or so, basically from the event that's going on with Battle Hour, I believe. And some information has dropped for the global version, which is really cool. Let's go ahead and just look at it. So they have been talking about that they've been preparing a new global first in the game, which is incredibly hype. I think that that's always been some of my favorite times in the game, was just, having something that's first rather than, having to catch up and do stuff. It's either when we get stuff first or we get stuff at the same time, that those are always my that's my favorite moments of the years, right? So they're talking obviously about how in 2020 we got some of the Easy A's first and some of the units to drop first. 2021 we got the triple Great Ape Easy A's, which is really cool. 2022 was kind of a miss with the Tech Super Saiyan 4 Goku. He was okay, but nothing special, I want to say. Ain't Super Saiyan God Goku was really cool as well. Main issue with him was that he literally just got overshadowed by the physical God Goku. I think it was like a month or two later. So even when it dropped on JP, it just wasn't that much of a big deal. But he's still pretty good and pretty decent, I would say. And then 2024, they're obviously talking about, what's to come. And then the other thing was obviously that they're going to be unifying the schedules of the game, which is incredibly just like a W. It doesn't, not a JP or a global W, it's just a W, right? So they're talking about how they'll be unified for both the event and the character availability schedule. So, obviously both, they're just saying that both the characters, like when they drop, so all the summons and all of the events will be synced. Maybe we'll have different world tournaments and or not world tournaments, because that would also fall under the event availability. But I don't know if they're gonna do back-to-back world tournaments to try to match that up. Well, I guess we'll see. And then they're saying that it's going to be unified around the summer of 2024, which is incredibly insane. I'll just say that it's good to know, because obviously with global being on the slower end of things, we now know that things are going to start ramping up a whole bunch. I would probably say, if we just go ahead and look, I'd probably say that I don't know if I could zoom in. Yeah, I can't really zoom in on that. But I would probably say, because we have a whole bunch of stuff that we still have to wait for. We have the obviously Saiyan Day, we have Goku Day and all that. I do think that a lot of that stuff is going to impact. So I wouldn't say oh yeah, just guys, next, not this Dokkan Fest, but the next Dokkan Fest is gonna be double banner. I definitely wouldn't say that. I'd probably say it wouldn't actually start until somewhere around March. Something to think about. And hold on, let me just pause it so I could just pull it up real quick. Alright, so we obviously have the summon schedule that is going to be coming out on global. So let's just go back. Or I'm sorry, on JP. It was on JP, but it's going to come to global. Let's go ahead and see. We're basically right around here, right? So we already have Super Trunks, we already have Omega. All of these units, obviously. We're going to go, this is all World Wide Down Celebration stuff. We already have these guys. So we're just missing these units, right? We're missing 17 and 18. We're missing the Rebrian Trio LR. We're missing Gohan and Piccolo. If we just look at just these banners alone, right? We don't have a lot to catch up on. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, because this is a dual Dokkan Fest. And then if you want to count anniversary, it's 5, right? If we just do double banners from, what is it? I guess it would be March, right? Because that's what I was talking about. It's probably going to happen after Saiyan Day. I don't expect the next banner to be a double banner, or if they start rushing things during that period. But if we just do double banners, or we have it where 17 and 18 drop at the same exact time as Rebrand and Trio, it's so incredibly easy to catch up the games, because like I said, we have it's just literally 2 pages, right? Yeah, it's just these units right here. So 1 and then too, basically. Well, obviously, I don't think they're gonna drop the these guys. I think that they'll just probably just drop these at like the beginning of the month or wherever they want. But other than that, like every other Dokkan Fest and LR here can easily just have that done and just not have to worry about it. Like I said, you could literally just merge both of these banners at the same exact time schedule. It does not matter to me. And then after that is done, boom, drop Gohan and Piccolo, and then just do I guess just do Gohan and Piccolo, and then like just not too far after. Like maybe at the start of the month it's Gohan and Piccolo, and then at the like middle or the end of next month, boom, just drop the dual Dokkan Fest units. And then obviously we're gonna have a brand new global first. That is also something to think about as well, which they didn't give like a very clear moment of when this is gonna happen, but because it specifically says that the unification of the games is going to be around summer of 2024, I wouldn't expect this to be after the summer. I would probably expect this to be before, because I would think that the unification happens, you know, after they do the global first, so that way, you know, JP has that like break period in between. And then obviously after the anniversary is done, we're gonna have to have other banners pushed faster as well, which I just totally forgot about. So like 17 and 18 could be dropped at the same time as Ruby and Trio. STR Goku and Gohan can be whatever the next JP Dokkan Fest is after the anniversary. We just have it like back to back. And then, you know, just the worldwide, or I'm sorry, we could probably have it where it's just, instead of Gohan and Piccolo, it's these two right here. But I don't know. We'll have to see. Because obviously, if you don't already know, 17 and 18 are going to be the next Dokkan Fest units in the game. So like I said, who knows if they're just going to push this banner a little bit faster because of that. Or how they're going to do it. If they're just going to do it where they drop it both on one banner. Or if they're just going to do it where we're just going to see like a faster schedule, you know. The Dokkan's obviously going to choose whichever one has the most money. And what that probably means is just having it where it's, I would assume probably just a faster schedule. But we'll see. And then I'm just going to go ahead and pull up some units that I would probably like to see on the global first, but let me just pull up some stuff real quick. Alright, here we go. So as you all may know, this Inked Broly was a card probably like 2 years ago? I can't remember when Inked Broly dropped. I could just look it up in the meantime while I'm talking about this. But that Broly card came out, really. That Broly card came out, and the thing was is that like there was no Goku or just even just the unit to go along with it. It was this card. It was released, yeah, about 2 or 3 years, yeah, 3 years ago we're about to be. And this moment was like, it was really cool, obviously, but we didn't have the Goku counterpart to come with it, like to, you know, to kind of like have it where it's like just both the good and evil side. And I think that there's so many moments in this movie that could also be taken, and whether they want to like easy the Inked Broly, or maybe have it where we just have the Goku just by himself, or have it where it's like, you know, just the Z Fighters and all of them as a card. I think doing this movie while we're already going through a celebration on JP with that Broly, or the Super Broly, I think that could be like a really interesting thing, you know, just having 2 Brolys, and then having it where JP has to wait for the global Broly to come to their side to be have Broly at max power, and global has to wait for JP to have their Broly to be at max power, you know? Like it could be a really interesting situation, and then having it where, like I was saying, like not only are we gonna have it where we could like just get buffs for upcoming units, but also just having like a moment that's like underrepresented, excuse me, because like I said, that this Goku doesn't have a single card in the game at all. This specific moment doesn't have a single moment. We do have a Trunks card that was the STR Trunks, and he was a solid support at the time. And his animations were pretty cool. You know, having it was like the dual attack with him and Gohan was really nice. But like other than that, like we don't really have like a lot to have from this. And Broly was just like an absolute menace. You know, Goku had to like just like this whole thing could just be a global first, and it could be a really hype moment. And like I said, it would be interesting to see like the Z Broly on JP. I'm sorry, Z Broly on global, and then you know the Super Broly on JP. But who knows? We could also, because they're specifically talking a lot about EZAs here, there's only one mention of a Dokkan first, or I'm sorry, a global first that's like an actual new unit, which was STRUI Goku on the top left. I don't know if they're gonna just say, okay, well, we're just gonna do another EZA. In which case, I would just say to do this one. I would preferably, like, you know, like I said, having it where it's just like, okay, we have the Z Broly on our side, and their JP's gonna have to wait for it, and then we could see this guy at full power on global once we get the anniversary on the global side, of course. But who knows? We really just have to see like how things are gonna play out for sure. But it'll be an interesting thing to see. And something I'm surprised they didn't talk about was Beerus was also a global first on 2023 as well, because we had the option to vote if we wanted Int God Goku or STR Beerus. So that was kind of funny. I didn't put that there. But anyways, let me know what you guys think. If you had it where, let's say that it's going to be a brand new Dokkan Fest or a brand new LR, which moment would you pick? And then if it was an EZA instead, which unit would you pick instead? But yeah, other than that, how do you guys feel about the situation as a whole? Thank you as always, Celeste, Will, and Average for being members. Hope you guys all have a great rest of your week. Leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.